Hi there! I am so happy to have you back in our class. In this video lesson, our title is Quality over Quantity. So let's get started. Hi class! Today is another fun and exciting time to learn new concepts and develop your skills in research. At the end of the lesson, you should be able to describe the characteristics, strengths, weaknesses, and kinds of qualitative research. Let's check your readiness. Are you ready? Great. Initial task. Answer the following questions on your answer sheet. You may pause this video and answer the 3 questions. If you're done, please play it back for us to continue our topic. Alright? Good job. Number 1. When you see or hear the word qualitative research, what comes into your mind? Number 2. Do you think research is important? Why or why not? Number 3. If you are to conduct a research, what problem will you focus on and why? Again, you may pause this video and answer the 3 questions. And if you're done, play it back so that we can continue our topic. Good luck! Try to look back at your initial task. It mainly talks about researches, doesn't it? As a curious student, you want to know a lot of things around you. You are still in your inquisitive stage, right? Why not take this as an advantage and know more about qualitative research? Let's start with an introduction to qualitative research. Are you guys ready? Great. I'm so ready as well. So, what is qualitative research? Not measurements, but words. What do you mean by this? Can you recall your entrepreneurship subject where you are tasked to promote and market your products? Let's have this example. Instead of asking how many times someone purchased an item, you ask why. For example, most frequent uses, like understanding basic issues. The question is, why do people buy or use our product? Let us now define what is qualitative research. Qualitative research is a scientific method of observation to gather non-numerical data. It refers to the meanings, concepts, characteristics, metaphors, symbols, and description of phenomena, and not to the counts or measures. Let us differentiate qualitative and quantitative. Qualitative is concerned with in-depth understanding, which is purely described in words, phrases, or sentences, while quantitative is concerned with measurement and numbers. It is dependent on statistical tools and numerical scales. Did you get it? Great. To sum it all up, qualitative is more on cuento. It's like you are telling a story, while quantitative is more on cuenta, meaning you are counting, right? Let us now proceed to our lesson proper. Let's talk about the value of qualitative research. Are you ready? Great, let's start. Number 1, we have naturalistic inquiry. It studies a person or group in his or its natural setting. Qualitative researcher often collects data in the field where participants or informants experience the issues or problems under study. Number 2, inductive analysis. Qualitative research allows the researcher to immerse in a subject. The researcher starts with guide questions, which continuously change depending on what he wants to know. After gathering all the needed data, it generalizes the new insights gained from the investigation. Number 3. Holistic perspective. Qualitative research applies holistic approach, which states that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Qualitative researcher try to develop a complex picture of the problems or issues under study. Number 4. Researcher as the key instrument. Qualitative researcher collects data himself through examining documents, observing behavior, and interviewing participants. Researcher uses guide questions personally designed by him. He does not tend to use or rely on questionnaires or instruments developed by other researchers. Number 6. Unique case orientation. Qualitative researcher must remember that every study is special and he must observe in-depth attention to the subject matter. Number 7. Context sensitivity. Qualitative researcher is sensitive to the cultures, traditions, and beliefs of his subject. Number 8. Empathic neutrality. Ideally, qualitative researcher is non-judgmental when compiling findings. Number 9. Design flexibility. Qualitative researcher can continue to do research on other topics or questions that emerge from initial research. He is flexible to the research design applicable to the subject. And lastly, number 10, design flexibility. Qualitative researcher can continue to do research on other topics or questions that emerge from initial research. He is flexible to the research design applicable to the subject. Alright, so we are done discussing about the value of qualitative research. Let's now discuss about the types of qualitative research. Ethnography. It refers to the investigation of a culture through an in-depth study of the members of the cultural society. It involves the systematic collection, description, and analysis of data for development of theories of cultural behavior. Its main purpose is to preserve the cultural heritage of an ethnic group. We also have grounded theory. It is designed to discover what problems exist in a given social environment and how the persons involved handle these problems. It is a naturalistic and exploratory research used primarily to generate theory through relevant information taken from very reliable sources. In other words, its focus is theory development. We also have phenomenology. It is designed to focus on the commonality of a lived experience with a particular group. The fundamental goal of this research is to arrive at a description of the nature of the particular phenomenon. The common gathering method in this research is participatory rapid appraisal or PRA. Case study. It is an exploration of a bounded system or a case or multiple cases over time through detailed in-depth data collection involving multiple sources of information rich in interesting stories. We also have discourse analysis. It is defined as the analysis of language or beyond the sentence. It deals with text, interactions, and social practices at the local, institutional, and societal levels. It is a broad term for the study of the ways in which language is used by the people, both written and spoken contexts. We also have historical. It is a method of examination of evidence in understanding the past events. It is particularly applied to evidence contained in documents, although it can be applied to all artifacts. We have narrative report. It is designed to present things or events that have happened in the past through a logical progression of the relevant information. The main purpose of a narrative report is to present a factual depiction of what has occurred. And we also have biography. It is the study of an individual's life and struggles and how they reflect cultural themes of the society. It deals with an interesting story found in documents and archival materials. It is concerned with the reconstruction of life histories and constitution of meaning based on biographical narratives and documents. And lastly, we have action research. This is very common to those teachers in the Department of Education. It is a classroom-based or school-based research that seeks transformative change through the simultaneous process of taking action and doing research, which are linked together by critical reflection. Now that you have an idea on different types of qualitative research, let's have more activities to gather information on what you learned. Alright? Are you ready? Great job! So, this will be your discovery task. Explain the concepts you have learned by answering the following questions. You may write your answer on a sheet of paper. Are you ready? Great! Number 1. How is grounded theory different from other qualitative research? You may pause this video and answer the question. Number 2. In your own opinion, what is the most important characteristic of qualitative research and why? Again, you may pause this video and answer the question. Let's summarize what we have learned. Qualitative research is a research type that puts high value on the views, perception, and opinions of people. It has its own characteristics that can also be its own strengths and weaknesses. Moreover, there are different types of qualitative researches. We have ethnography, grounded theory, phenomenology, case study, discourse analysis, historical, biography, narrative report, and action research. Alright, so we are now on your final task. Get a sheet of paper and then answer the following questions, alright? Good job. Question number 1. Do you think qualitative research is more advantageous in studying the present educational problem of the Philippines, noting that we are in a state of pandemic? Why or why not? And lastly, for your reflection, what is the importance of qualitative research? Great job! I am so happy to see you learn and accomplish all the activities. Keep up the good work and see you on our next learning session. Take care! Bye-bye!